Roald Dahl's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is widely regarded as one of the greatest children's novels that the English language has ever produced. This is despite the fact it plays like a Saw movie for 10-year-olds, yet it's only made it to the silver screen twice. Once back in the 80s starring the incomparable Gene Wilder. It's held up amazingly well and is fantastic to watch if you're fed up with your child being able to sleep at night. Tim Burton made a pointless remake back in the 2000s. Naturally it starred Johnny Depp and it's okay, but it's not a patch on the original. On the other hand, you have Tom and Jerry, one of the greatest silent comedy partnerships of all time. Now they have been in films before. Back in the 90s they were in their own animated film, which is pretty much unwatchable, and in recent years they bizarrely featured in remakes of The Wizard of Oz and teamed up with Sherlock Holmes. Now in 2017, these two forces have been merged together, and to be frank, it's like that time my mate poured a tequila shot into my pint of ale. Separately, that kind of awesome, but together, it tastes awful, leaves a bad taste in the mouth, and you wake up with a head full of pain, regret, and a strong desire to wreak a cold, terrible Count of Monte Cristo style revenge. Sorry, where was I? Oh, right, what can I say? This film is awful on every level. I mean, I knew it would be bad, but this bad? Did the committee that made this realise the only reason people would watch it would be critics psyching themselves up for the Emoji Movie? The animation ranges from cheap looking to terrifying and still cheap looking. Every single second that Tom and Jerry appear in might as well have the phrase, "Filler, you now have 2 minutes to hit the bathroom" appear at the bottom of the screen. If you were thinking that this might be a slightly toothless way to introduce your children to the dark, twisted world of Doll, then I'm afraid you're thinking of the Burton version. This is less terrifying than the 80s version, although not by much. I mean, that scene in the tunnel that scared you when you were younger is no less terrifying when it's done by a cartoon mouse dressed up as an Oompa Loompa. And speaking of the 80s version, I was surprised to find that the filmmakers hadn't simply taken the audio track from that film and simply layered it over their abomination. It's word for word the same film. Well, not quite. You see, pretty much all the dialogue that created characters and allowed the audience time to breathe has gone. So the film runs like this: cat and mouse filler, song. Cat and mouse filler, song, on and on and on and on until the end credits start rolling and not a damn second too soon. The two ideas don't mix in any way, shape or form. In fact, they simply take away from each other, and I wound up with diminished respect for both franchises. The voice acting is appalling, the animation cheap and scary. I mean, the whole thing feels rushed, with no thought or love behind it. This isn't a film that someone laboured over. It's a product made by two brands who saw an opportunity to make a quick buck over the summer holidays and churned out this without the slightest hint of quality control. Oompa, loompa, doopety, don't go anywhere near this ever, under any circumstances. This is a fire film. Avoid at all costs. But what did you guys think? And what cinematic pair-up has surprised you the most? Comment below, let me know. I'm Daniel, this has been The Dunking. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe.